In fact, this year, you probably noticed we've cut a lot of things out of ClickFunnels, things, software features, coaching programs, a whole bunch of stuff that we did in the past we got rid of because it wasn't fueling the value ladder mission statement, okay? So here's the value ladder mission statement for ClickFunnels. We help, who are my dream customers? Visionary entrepreneurs. Those are my dream customers. We help them do what? Okay, the Oz is to grow their companies. Okay, and they can grow their companies a lot of different ways. They can do it through different channels or vehicles, but I want them to grow their companies through my specific vehicle, which is a sales funnel. Okay, so I help visionary entrepreneurs to grow their companies through sales funnels. That's the value ladder mission statement of my entire value ladder. So as I'm designing any product or program or service or software or everything comes back to like, does it fit into the mission statement of our company? If not, then it doesn't fit. There's not a point, there's not a purpose for it, okay? So we fulfill our value ladder mission statement through a whole bunch of stuff, through books, online courses, through live events, through software, through coaching, through mastermind groups. These are all things we do to help people to achieve our value ladder mission statement, okay? If you look at our value ladder right now, it's very simple, okay? I've had times in the past where my value ladder was super complex. We've called them value mazes sometimes, where even customers get lost going through different channels, different places. Over the last year, we've been simplifying and chopping and simplifying and chopping and simplifying and chopping. And for the most part, in fact, not all of this has been released yet, but at Funnel Hacking Live this year, the last step will be released. But this is our value ladder now. On the bottom tier, we've got a whole bunch of books, .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets, lead funnel, like all of our front end books that people come in for a very low ticket, they receive value. If they like that, then we try to get them on the next step to, hey, if you thought .com secrets was good, you should try our software. It's called ClickFunnels. It's amazing. It's $97 a month. Use this to build your funnels. Okay, if they like ClickFunnels, our next goal is to send them up to the next one, which is ClickFunnels Platinum. And a lot of you guys are in ClickFunnels Platinum. It's $297 a month. You get ClickFunnels, but you get an unlimited account at ClickFunnels. Plus, you get Funnel Flicks and all the training, and it's the next level, next tier. Okay, so that's the next tier. If you go there, you get a bunch of value, and you're like, this is amazing. I got all this training, all this programs, everything, plus all the software upgrades. Then hopefully you'll send it to the next level, which is called ClickFunnels Collective, which is not live yet, so I can't tell you anything else about it. But it's amazing. I promise you that. Okay, but it's simple. Okay, your value ladder doesn't need 8,000 steps. Ours has 4, and we're a company that's well over $100 million a year. Okay, simple value ladders that you can take people through. Okay, all right. So your value ladder is your business plan. Okay, as you look at this, your value ladder comes in. There's free offers, there's front end offers, there's middle value ladder offers, and there's back end offers. Okay, now I'm going to go a little deeper into this because for each tier of the value ladder, there's different kind of funnels you use. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. But the first thing I want to this is the caveat that every time I talk about value ladders, I get a little nervous about, is I show people this and they're like, oh my gosh, this makes total sense. So what that means is I'm gonna create a huge coaching program. I'm gonna create a live event and a home study course and a book, and they get there and they're like, this is everything I create. This is my business model. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff to create. And they go and they try to launch all these things at once. And they're creating coaching programs and mastermind groups and home study courses and events and everything, and they never get out the door, okay? The value ladder is your business plan. This is where we're going. This is not where you are today, okay? You can ask any of the people that are in my inner circle for the last 5 or 6 years as I was running it. I always told people, I said, look, when you come in inner circle, you're allowed to pick one tier of the value ladder, and you're allowed to only focus on that one offer, that one funnel until it's made at least $1 million. After it's made $1 million, then you're allowed to do funnel number 2. Okay, because all of them have the same problem. I'm guessing you do as well. What happens? They get all excited, like, this is amazing. And they build a funnel, they launch it, they make like 30 grand or 100 grand, like, this is awesome. They make another funnel, they launch it, make 20, 30 grand, they make another one, they keep doing it, and then companies never grow. Okay? And so for all of them, I came in, like most people when they first came in the room, first thing we do is we kill 90% of their funnels. We say focus on just one, and then that's the only one you're allowed to focus on until it's made $1 million. As soon as you get 2 Combo Club award, then you can do your second funnel, but not until it's hit 2 Combo Club. And they're always like, feel handcuffed at first and then free later on. They realize, oh my gosh, I just gotta be creative and figure out more ways to sell this. So that's the big key, is that for all you guys, we're not gonna have you do all of these. You're gonna pick one and you're gonna focus on that until it hits 2 Combo Club. Then you're allowed to do number 2, okay? So this is the business plan. This is saying, I know I'm going here right now, okay, but where do I start? For most people, I recommend starting in the middle of the value ladder, okay? And I'll show you guys what those look like here in a second, but it's easier to start there. That means something that's like, $500, maybe $2,000, like something like that, selling through a webinar or a presentation, or I'll show you the funnels here in a little bit. But starting there in the middle, have that be your first funnel and your focus to your first $1 million is usually the best. Then for example, when we launched ClickFunnels, guess what we did? We had a $1,000 version of ClickFunnels. I did a webinar, at least one a week, usually 3 or 4 a week, every single week for an entire year until we'd done over $10 million in sales. And then I went down and I launched the .com Secrets book. Okay, I didn't launch them all at once, okay? for so many reasons. One is then your ad team's like driving ads this and this and this, and it's just everything is watered down. You don't succeed because you're not focused. If you focus on one funnel till it's $1 million, that's the most likely to be successful, okay? So don't get stressed out of looking at my value ladder and be like, I'm gonna create all this crap. Look at it and say, this is the future over the next 5 years, what I'm gonna create. Okay, for the next year, I'm just creating this one. I'm creating a webinar, I'm creating a course, or I'm creating a whatever. I'm gonna focus all my energy, all my effort on that one funnel. I'm gonna focus on it. Okay, Russell keeps saying, I'm one funnel away, I'm one funnel away, I'm one funnel away. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. Maybe he's coached thousands of people to the 2 Comma Club. Maybe I'm just gonna pay attention to him and just focus on the one till you get 2 Comma Club. And then it's like, I have all this built up, all this built up like demand for something now as I release the next thing. Okay, Liz Benny's a good example of this. When Liz first came into our world, she came in right before ClickFunnels launched. She was one of our very first people ever on the platform. Still one of my favorite people to this day. And Liz launched her very first webinar, and she focused on it, and she sold it, and she sold it, and she sold this $1,000 course until she got over $1 million. And she passed 2 Comma Club, and I was like, okay, now, like, what do you want to create now? She's like, my people are freaking out. I'm like, what do they want? She's like, they want a coaching program. I'm like, how do you know? She's like, because they keep yelling at me every single day. And I said, yes, now's the time you release the back end of your value ladder. Because there's so much built up demand and attention. People want it, and that's easy to get like, hey, I got a $25,000 coaching program. Who wants in? And boom, overnight, you do more money in one email than you did the entire prior year to it, right? I remember Justin and Terry Williams were in the real estate market. It's the same thing, they had a $2,000 or $3,000 course. They're selling like crazy. And then they came to our first inner circle meeting. I said, you guys should launch a $25,000 course. And remember, they looked at me and said, well, nobody will buy a $25,000 course. And I was like, how much did you spend to be in this room? At the time, inner circle was 25 grand. She's like, and I can't remember, Justin or Terry was like, oh, we paid 25 grand. I'm like, okay, so you paid for it. So now you just got to believe other people pay you for it. And so that night they went to the hotel room, they sent out an email, and I think they got 16 people to pay them 25 grand from the one email, okay? But if they would have just started with that, they emailed their non-existing list to run Facebook ads to their $25,000 program, it probably wouldn't have happened. Why? Because people, it's going straight to here. They didn't build up any value yet. You start something like this, you build up the value, then you're like, oh, here's a coaching program. These people will go crazy for it. Okay, that's why I always tell people, like, when you start your company, it's like you have a big boulder and you're pushing it up a mountain, you're pushing and you're pushing, it's like harder, it's like hard. So you get to the top of the mountain and it goes over the edge, then it starts taking off like crazy, right? The hardest thing is getting your first 2 Comma Club because you're putting in all the effort, you're pushing this thing, you sell after sale after sale, but you're at the top, you got 1,000 customers paid you $1,000. That's like, here's a coaching program, and boom, overnight, 30 people pay 25 grand. It's like, whoo, it takes off. And then the next thing you sell becomes really, really easy. So from 0 to $1 million is the hardest part. After $1 million, it's easier and easier and easier as you start growing your company, okay? But the hardest part is this phase right here, okay? But so that's why you gotta focus here. If you're trying to do this and launch this and write a book and do this all at the same time, none of them are gonna work. So one funnel till you pass $1 million, okay? Now, when do you come back and start adding these other things, okay? What happens is eventually if I have, let's say it's a webinar funnel or a presentation funnel, I'm driving all the ads to it, eventually you start getting ad fatigue, okay? Where we had that same thing, we sold over $10 million in ClickFunnels and like the ads started fatiguing because so many people seeing the ads. So that's when I said, okay, I need something new, a new hook to grab people's attention. Let me come down the value ladder and I'm gonna launch a book. And we launched the .com Secrets book and boom, that is when that one took off. Now people bought .com Secrets book and they had ascended up to the next thing, okay? But I didn't start here, I started in the middle. So I would recommend for most of you guys to start in the middle of value ladder. That is the core focus point. Get to $1 million in sales, get your 2 Comma Club award, come on stage, let me funnel like live, get your award. And then after that, then either go up market, upstream, right? You do a high-end coaching program or high-end back-end offer, or go down and make front ends to get more people into your big one. Okay, but that's the smartest way strategically to use your value ladder, okay? So I want to put that out before everyone stresses out and like, I got to make 5,000 funnels, okay? You're just going to be doing one, okay? All right, so there's the value ladder, the offers of the value ladder. Now, one thing I understand is that each tier of the value ladder here, there's different funnels to sell each tier, okay? So there's different types of funnels for each step in the value ladder, okay? So the bottom of the value ladder, okay, I'm trying to get stuff here, I call these lead funnels. These are funnels where I'm getting leads to come into me, okay? Now there's a lot of types of lead funnels. I would say probably, I don't know the exact percentages on any of these things, so don't trust my percentage numbers over the next 5 minutes what I'm talking about. But I'd say 90% of all the people who are generating leads are doing it through one of these types of lead funnels. Either a traditional lead funnel, a survey funnel, or a summit funnel. This is what a lead funnel looks like. This is what a survey funnel looks like. This is what a summit funnel looks like. Okay, and by the way, tomorrow's first session, I'm going into lead funnels. I'm going to go deep into a lead funnel, a survey funnel, and a summit funnel. I'm going to show you how it works, show you each page what they do, show you some examples and case studies so you'll be able to see exactly how all these 3 types of funnels work. Okay, so that's the bottom tier is lead funnel. As you go up the value ladder, now instead of spending a little bit more money, because lead funnels, there's no money trading place. You're saying, give me your email address and I will give you this thing. That's the offer, right? Okay, so that's the first tier. We move to the next tier. This is I call them an unboxing funnel. Okay, an unboxing funnel is where the lower ticket things down here, right? So for example, the 3 unboxing funnels that 90% of people use, again, I have no idea, but it's pretty much the majority of people use one of these 3 funnels for the unboxing funnels. It's a book funnel if you're an info product seller. It's a cart, so that's what a book funnel looks like. It's a cart funnel if you're selling e-commerce physical products. If you look at this, notice this. Book funnel and cart funnel look almost identical. There's one big difference I'll tell you about tomorrow between a book funnel and cart funnel. It's a huge difference, but it's like, almost everybody misses it till I point it out and they're like, oh my gosh, are you serious? That's it. Okay, so that's the second session. The book funnel, cart funnel, and then challenge funnel. These are the 3 core unboxing funnels we use over and over and over and over again. Okay, as I show you guys these, you start looking at all my funnels, you're like, oh, that's all that Russell's doing, just those 3 funnels. Okay, so I'm gonna go through tomorrow afternoon, after lunch, I'm gonna go through those 3 funnels with you, the book funnel, the cart funnel, and the challenge funnel. Okay, so that's the unboxing funnels. Then the next tier of the value ladder, we come to the presentation funnels. Now this is again where most of you guys are gonna start. Not everybody, some of you guys will start unboxing funnels, and some of you start presentations, some of you guys will start phone funnels, but for the majority, I'd say 2/3 of you guys, I'd recommend starting at a presentation funnel, okay? So presentation funnels, there's different kinds. There's sales letter funnels, they look kind of like this. Okay, there's webinar funnels, look like this. And there's product launch funnels. There's auto webinar funnels. I forgot. I slipped that in because they're similar. So there's webinar funnel, auto webinar funnel. And the last one there is product launch funnels. So the majority of people selling through presentation funnels is either the sales funnel, webinar funnel, or product launch funnel. So on Saturday morning, I'm going to go into all of those deep. I'm going to show you deep dives how they work, the intricacies between what happens to each page, what the scripts say, et cetera, et cetera. That's what's happening there in the presentation style funnels. Okay, and then the last type of funnel here on the back end are our phone funnels. This is where you're generating lead online and then you're taking them offline. You're calling them on the phone and things like that. This is what the phone funnels look like. And so on Saturday after lunch, I'll be showing you guys the phone funnels and going deep into that, how they work, the scripting, all those kind of things. Okay, so if you look at the value ladder, this is what the value looks like. The front of the value ladder are lead funnels. As you move up, they go to unboxing funnels. From there, they go to presentation funnels. And the back of the value ladder are our phone funnels. Okay, and so as you learn about these, I want you guys to understand these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 funnels constitute pretty much every funnel I use. Okay, people think I don't know, it's just funny, there's like a million things you could possibly do, but in reality, it's always one of these, okay? If I'm trying to generate leads, I'm using one of these 3 funnels. If I'm trying to do unboxing funnels to sell a low ticket thing, it's one of these funnels. If I'm doing more expensive things, I'm selling it through presentation funnels, and really expensive things through phone funnels, okay? And so in the new .com Secrets book, you'll see that this is the core stuff we're teaching about. That's why I wanted to teach these things to you guys now, so you can look at these all and be like, okay, Russell said pick one funnel. I'm gonna do, based on my type of business, I'm gonna do a presentation funnel, and the one I like the most is product launch funnel. And I know this is the only funnel I need to focus on. I'm going to geek out on this. I'm going to spend the next year of my life focusing on this funnel and mastering it until I make $1 million. Okay, or you're like, for my company, I'm selling physical products. I'm going to pick cart funnel. I'm going to do what Russell says. I'm going to focus on a cart funnel for next year until I hit a 2 combo club. All my energy, all my efforts going to be on cart funnel. You're going to focus on that and just master that. Okay, so my goal for you guys is to understand and learn all of them. Understand here's where we're going. Here's the value ladder. Here's the different funnels, each step of the value ladder, and then picking the one. Okay, that's my goal for this entire funnelology event, is for you to pick the one to focus on for the next 12 months of your life or more, whatever it takes to get you to the 2 comma club, and then just focus on it. Okay, if you focus on that one, that's how you're gonna be successful, because then you can focus your time, your energy, your effort. You can go funnel hack 20 people to have that type of funnel, see what they're doing, figure out the intricacies, figure out this and that, and like now it gives you something you can do and focus on and master and become great at. And that's really my goal. Okay. So that's kind of it for the value ladder presentation, you guys. I know it wasn't super complex, but it sets up everything else that we're going to be doing. Okay. So again, the game plan is Session 3 is going to be lead funnels. We can go deep in those 3 types of funnels. Session 4 is the unboxing funnels. We'll go deep there. Session 5 will be the presentation funnels. We'll go deep into there. And session 6 is going to be the phone funnels, and we'll go deep into there. That's going to be happening over the next 2 days. And so thank you guys so much for listening in on this session of Funnelology.